Hey everyone, welcome to the corrections for your week 31 spiral. Let's get started. Monday, a model of an apartment is shown where 1/4 inch represents 3 feet in the actual apartment. Find the actual area of the master bedroom. So master bedroom, is right here. And you're going to want to use the scale to figure out the actual area. So part A, what is the actual length of the room? B, what is the actual width of the room? C, what is the actual area of the room? So over here on the left, I have the scale. 1/4 inch is 3 feet. So instead of using a fraction, 1/4 is 0.25. So to find the length, I started with the scale. So I wrote a proportion, drawing across from drawing, actual across from actual. And then I multiplied and divided, and I got 12 feet. Down over here to find the width, what I did is, again, started with the scale of 1/4 inch is 3 feet. And so 75/100 inch or 3/4 would be how much in actual. Did multiply and divide, and I got 9 feet. Then over here, area is length times width. So I did 12 times 9 and got 100 square feet, 108 square feet. Tuesday, the figure shown is a square pyramid. Which of the following are cross sections of the pyramid? Select all that apply. So this means there's going to be more than one answer. So my hint, draw a vertical, horizontal, and angled cross section of the square pyramid to help you decide. All right, so I tried my best with the drawing. So down here, when I do a vertical cut, I'm going to get a triangle. Horizontal cut will result in a square. And then an angled cut, since it's a pyramid and it comes up to a point, it's going to be smaller on the top than it is on the bottom. So that's going to be a trapezoid. Wednesday, a triangular prism has the dimensions shown. Fill in each box to complete each statement. A, the area of each triangular base is blank square inches. B, the area of each of the two congruent rectangular faces is 50 square inches. C, the area of the third rectangle face is blank square inches. And D, the total surface area of the prism is blank square inches. All right, so starting with A, I have it over here. To find the area of the triangular base, it's going to be base times the height. So that's going to be 5 times 5, which is 25, and you want to divide that by 2. And so each one is going to be 12.5 inches. Second part, the area of each of the two congruent rectangular faces. So for those, the rectangular faces are going to be 10 by 5, which is 50 square inches. See, the area of the third rectangular face is blank square inches. So again, that's this part right there. And so that's going to be 7.1 times 10, and that gives you 71. So when you're adding, over here we have 2 rectangular faces. We have 2 rectangular there, 2 triangular, and then the 71. And so you are going to get 196 square inches. Thursday, find the volume of the figure at the right in cubic feet, round to the nearest tenth. This is a composite 3D figure. It's built of a rectangle. So there's the formula for volume of a rectangle, and then a triangular prism. So for the rectangular prism, length times width times height, I got 600 square inches. Then for the triangular prism, we have the base is 12, the height is 10, and then divide it by 2 and multiply by 5. So I got that it would be 60 times 5, because 6 times 10 is 60, and we get 300 inches cubed. Last part, you want to add these together, and you're going to get 900 inches cubed. Congratulations, you're halfway done. Here's a picture of PJ and his little ensemble he wore on St. Patrick's Day. Number 1, refer to the composite figure with the dimensions shown. Fill in the boxes to complete each statement. A, the volume of the composite figure is. B, the total surface area of the composite figure is. All right, so this one was kind of intense. I started over here with a volume. And so we have two, what I did is I just found both of the rectangular prisms because they have equal dimensions. So length times width times height resulted in that each of them I got 0.88. So I multiplied that by 2 and got 1.76 feet cubed. I'm not done yet though, because for the volume, there's a part that we're not going to count. The part over here where the two are connecting, we need to take some of that out. So the dimensions are 0.2 times 0.2 times 2. And then I got 0.8, which I subtracted and got 1.68 feet cubed. All right, so the surface area, this is how I broke it down. There were two sides. This top surfaces, let me see if I could use a different color. So what I started with, is the 2 times 2 is this part and this part right there. And I got 2 of them, which is 8. The second part I did is the 2.2 times 2, which would be the back side of that taller prism and the bottom of the other one. So there's 2 of those, that's 8.8. Then there I did 2.2 times 0.02 and got 0.44. And there's 2 of those, 0.88. The last part is finding like all these little edges right here. And so I did 2 times 0.2, which is 0.04, and there's actually 4 of them. So I multiplied it by 4, added everything together, and got 19.28 square feet. Number 2, refer to the house shown. Find the surface area and volume of the house. Do not include the bottom of the house when calculating surface area. So right there, do not include the bottom of the house. So first you'll find the volume, composite 3D figure, so divide it up into 2 different figures. And then you're going to find the surface area. Do not include the bottom of the house. So first input your answer for the volume. Second, choose your answer for the surface area. Okay, so over here for the volume, I have a rectangular prism, a triangular prism. So rectangular is length times width times height, and I got 1080. And then triangular is area of the base times the height. So since the base is a triangle, the formula for area of the base is base times height divided by 2 times the height of the prism, and I got 300. So added those together, and I got 1,380. For the surface area, I have the rectangular prism, the triangular prism. So for the rectangular prism, we just have a front and a back, a left and a right. You don't need to worry about the top or the bottom because it said don't include the bottom, and then the top is being covered by the triangular roof. So I got 180 and 216. Then for the triangular prism, we have 2 triangular bases. So base times height divided by 2, and there's 2 of them, so that's 50. And then the other sides are identical, 12 by 7.1, which is 85.2. Up here is where I added everything together and got 616.4 square meters. Number 3, when a basketball hits a hard level surface, it bounces off at the same angle at which it hits. Use the figure to find the angle at which the ball hits the floor. So my hint for this one, we have a straight line that's divided up into other angles. So remember what relationship that straight line is, and go ahead and input your answer for X. So the relationship they have is supplementary because a straight angle is 180 degrees. So based on that, I took all 3 angles, X plus 70 plus X, and then I started simplifying by first combining like terms, then subtracting 70 from each side, and then dividing by 2. So it would be hitting, the ball hits the floor at 55 degrees. 4, triangle ABC is formed by 2 parallel lines and 2 other intersecting lines. Find the measure of each angle, A, B, and C of the triangle. So use your angle relationships. I'll start you off. A quick way to figure out what C is notice that there is a vertical relationship right there. So that should start you off. Find all of them first. After you do that, input your answer for angle A. Choose an answer for angle B. Choose an answer for angle C. All right, so I started with angle C. Like I showed you there, they're vertical angles. So if that's 47, angle C is 47. What I did after that is I came over here and I went to find angle B. So first of all, 61 and this angle are vertical. So if that's 61, that's 61. Now I have the straight angle right here, and I know that all 3 of these have to be 180. So I did 61 plus B plus 47, started isolating, solving, and I got that angle B is 72. Now that I know 2 of the angles, I know all 3 angles always equal to 180. So I added them, combined like terms, subtracted 119, and got that the last angle is 61 degrees. Number 5, Rondell draws the semicircle shown at the right. What is the area of the semicircle? Focus on the part that it's only half of a circle when you're finding the area. Okay, so formula for area of a circle is pi times the radius squared. And I added to it to divide by 2 since we're only finding the area of half of a circle. So when I input my values, I'm going to square 14 first, and 14 times 14 is 196, then multiplied by 3.14, last divided by 2, and I got 307.72 square yards. Yay, we made it to the end. Make sure before you turn in your paper that your name is on it, and I will see you next week for one more spiral before we go to spring break.